U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent indicated that President Donald Trump could postpone his high-profile summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping if the White House concludes Trump needs to remain in Washington to manage the escalating Iran war. The meeting, set for March 31st to April 2nd in Beijing, is now in play as Trump pushes Beijing to help secure the Strait of Hormuz, and the Treasury chief's Paris talks with Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng are happening against that backdrop. Speaking in a Financial Times interview cited by Bloomberg, Trump said he wanted clarity from Beijing before traveling, and he explicitly linked the summit timing to China's posture on Hormuz. He argued that because China is the biggest user of oil moving through the strait, it should help make sure that nothing bad happens there, adding that his planned late March trip would be too late if Iran's moves to choke the waterway aren't countered. Bessent, in Paris with U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer to map deliverables for the summit, is carrying that message into the room with He Lifeng, where trade, fentanyl, Taiwan, and energy security are all on the table. Trump has been unusually direct in pressing Beijing for maritime help. He has publicly appealed for China to join a coalition to send ships to the strait, through which roughly a fifth of the world's oil passes, saying it's only appropriate that the biggest beneficiaries help protect the corridor. The administration says it's also engaging allies including the UK, South Korea, and Japan, but most have expressed caution about deploying assets into an active war zone. Bessent's presence in Paris underscores how the economic track, tariffs, agricultural purchases, Boeing jetliners, coal, oil, and gas, is now intertwined with a security ask on Hormuz. Analysts note Beijing has little appetite for entanglement. China has condemned Trump's war on Iran, a diplomatic partner, and did not contribute to the Red Sea coalition when Houthi attacks disrupted shipping 2 years ago. Wu Xinbo of Fudan University put it bluntly, "That's his war, not our war." China does have naval capability. Its Djibouti-based flotillas regularly escort ships for anti-piracy missions, but experts such as Yun Sun of the Stimson Center expect Beijing to prefer diplomatic mediation over deploying warships. Beijing also has strategic buffers, large oil stockpiles. Estimates put U.S. stockpiles at tilde-operator 1.2 billion barrels, with China similarly well-supplied and diversified imports, reducing immediate vulnerability. The timing matters. Trump has a history of using summit threats as leverage. He made a similar move before an October meeting with Xi that ultimately produced a trade war truce. A delay could suit Beijing, which had previously floated late April for Trump's arrival to allow more prep time and to broaden the agenda to include security issues like Taiwan. For now, Bessent's Paris meetings are the hinge. They're meant to tee up the Xi summit, but they're also the channel for Washington's request on Hormuz and for Beijing's pushback on new U.S. Section 301 probes into forced labor practices. If Trump decides he can't leave Washington while the Iran conflict dominates, the Beijing trip could slip, with Hormuz as the stated reason.